There are a lot of contrasts in moving. There's a lot of contrast in everyday life. Carl Jung was famous for calling it holding the tension of the opposites, explaining that we learn because is contrast in life. If we didn't have sadness, we might not recognize happiness. If we didn't have stress, we might not recognize peace. If we didn't have peace, we might not recognize war or conflict. So, wanted to make another video about my move and just what I'm experiencing now that we're 2 weeks out to the movers coming. First, I'm really happy and excited that my business moves with me. Last time when I moved from the Asheville, North Carolina area back to St. Louis, which was in 2013, I think, the world was not as virtual. Even though I was doing virtual at the time, the world was not as virtual as it is now. Maybe that was one of if there is a silver lining from COVID, maybe that was one of them. So it's so nice not to have to rebuild a business. And because my clients are all over the United States anyway, in different time zones, about 80% of them do not care where I live. So that is a nice thing. I'm not going to be rebuilding. I'm going to be expanding. As I meet new people and my networking efforts in Charleston, I hope to have more people from the Southeast joining my business as clients. And now I'm also in this phase of grief, saying goodbye to some people who won't be continuing, and friends and people that I see, interact with in my normal daily life. Today was the first day that I started crying about that. So a contrast is I'm excited to be going, and now I'm feeling the sadness of what I'm letting go of. So, letting go of the house that I dearly love here. When the stager came last night to tell me what a beautiful house it was and how easy it would be to stage, then I almost wanted to hold on to it and say, let's not move. She says this house is great and it reminds me of all the reasons I love it. So, letting go is something that comes with change, and that's something I've had to work at getting better at. One of the things I've also been doing with this move is purging things from the house, like that I've brought with me from other moves that I haven't really used. And there's no reason to take those things along to yet another house in another state. So I've been working extra overtime to go through those things, to purge them, to donate what I can donate and sell some things that I can sell. And it's been a great pleasure to be able to give some things to people that I knew would like them. That made me feel happy, and I think it made them feel good too. And then when I move, I'm going to explore being 100% virtual for some amount of time. I wanted to make another video in my Clayton office here, which you see in the background. You could see another one of those orange stickies, I guess. It might be my last video in this office, I'm not sure. And I haven't gotten an office in Charleston because I am planning to work from home and to see what that's like. And I'll let you know how that goes. And so there's a lot of changes and there's a lot of contrast. And I sometimes feel very stressed. And when I do, a little tip that you can use when you feel stressed is I like to tell my clients, take a deep breath. A lot of times I put my hand on my heart. I breathe deeply and I think happy thoughts, which might sound silly, but that was something my father taught me years ago that I've actually learned in my study of mindfulness and in my study of neuroscience and emotional intelligence, or EQ. That's the skill of optimism, imagining, visualizing a bright future, even when there's uncertainty. like there is right now for me, a lot of uncertainty. I don't know exactly how the move is going to go. I don't know exactly what it's going to be like. I have an idea of what it's going to be like, but we never really know. So, one of the things that I do in my meditation every morning to pull me forward is just imagining the move going smoothly, imagining everything going well, seeing myself excited, seeing myself thriving, seeing my clients happy and fulfilled. And that actually pulls me forward. So I'm sharing it with you because I'm hoping that will feel good to you and help you pull yourself forward. And I also wanted to just share the ups and downs and what it can feel like when I'm in the middle of this move.